Hey violins, this is a rundown of The Grotto by Todd Parrish. This is the violin one part that I'll be playing through. Very, very cool piece. The publisher recording takes it at about 110 beats per minute, which is roughly where I'm going. I think I'm going to hit it at 105 on my metronome when I play for you in just a bit. Some things to remember about this piece is that you're going to actually end up going on all four strings throughout this piece, which is really cool. So when you play on the D string for this key, you're going to do the 2-3 hand shape, as well as the A string, which is really primarily the most of the notes you're going to play are really on the A string. When you go to the E string, you're going to use that first finger F sharp, just in the regular first finger spot. And when you go to the G string, you're going to actually use a high 2 or the 2-3 hand shape, and to get that second finger B natural set. And that's at measure 29 when you take over those notes. So when you're practicing this piece, always, always, always practice with a metronome with it. And if you can't take the tempo that I'm taking, take a tempo that you can play, which may be a little slower, maybe 85 or 90 beats per minute. And as you get more comfortable with the piece, you can start to build tempo that way. One other thing to really be on the lookout for violin one part, in my opinion, the areas where most students get tangled up is measures 4, 5, and 6, when you're going from the A string to the E string, and there's a lot of string crossings going back and forth between those, as well as your melodic moment. This is first violins and second violins at measure 29. So I'm going to go ahead and get the metronome going. This is the Grotto. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, so that's a quick rundown of the Grotto. You may have noticed also when I was playing, I covered those E's. For instance, you can go to the open E string at measure 4, but I don't like the sound of the open E string so much when you're scaling up. I prefer that fourth finger on the A string. So I did that at measure 4 as well as measure 6. And when those moments came back again at measure 22 and 24, as well as 40 and 42. It just takes a little bit of practice to really get that fourth finger there, but it's really, the practice is definitely worth it, and the tone for violin, as it just sounds worlds better. Anyway, as always, happy practicing and good luck.